So this is more research in motion, folks, and just so you can get a full feel for how much time and patience this kind of work requires, I'm just recording everything. That famous phrase, I actually saw that at the gym, and I would like to preach on it. Is it? I saw an ad, Rogers, share everything, record everything. Is a both are +1 for Father. Rogers is like Rogers, the cable company and internet service. Share everything. That's Rogers is gorgeous for Father. It's letters and strokes divided by 3 +24. Share everything +1. Record everything +1. Okay, so that's what we're doing. And I'll just save this just in the current date. And I want to blow up this text so that it's nice 19 +1 size font. So when we toggle between web and word. So I got the word. So John Hagee as Father at Dead Center. We preached on that before. And I was just curious as to what his middle name was. Oh my, it's flawless. It's Charles, because Charles divides by 3, so that his full name is a gorgeous +1. John Charles Hagee. Oh, so cool. I love this man dearly. It's one of the great favorite preachers of mine in the modern era. John, so his middle name is Charles, okay. But Father was at the Dead Center. Cornerstone Church. So cool. So we're uploading video. I might watch a little John Hagee best. What comes up with John Hagee at his best? We'll find out. I'm uploading videos, so it'll take a while. Oops. Blessed are the persecuted. That's encouraging for me. The miracle in your mouth. I love this man. What is going on here?
Let's suppose that you're writing a
conclude our sermon series, The Blessed Life, with a sermon.
I guess because
Blessed are the persecuted. The final lesson that Jesus taught all his disciples.
he has such a preacher's voice. So pulpit is +1 for Father, and just like tie and collar and glasses and silver hair. Silver hair is a great set of letters.
The thousands of people that gathered to hear him for the Sermon on the Mount is the most difficult persecution.
Oh, let's solve the Sermon on the Mount. The Sermon on the Mount is +1 for Father. Wow. In fact, this is mind-blowing. Triple love plus another 42. Wow. And again, yeah, the number of plus 2's exceeds the plus 1's massively, just like in Father. So cool. Plus 1. Sermon on the Mount.
For the sake of righteousness. Just a few years ago, this topic would have been considered absolutely inappropriate for an American audience. Now it may be the most important message America is hearing. Let's review quickly the 7 principles of the blessed life as Jesus presented them.
Wow.
The first principle of the blessed life was that you are to be broken and molded by the hand of God to enjoy heaven's best. Our God only uses broken things. It is the broken ground that produces the harvest. It is the broken grape that produces the new wine. It is the broken and crushed olive that produces the virgin oil.
Wow.
It is the broken alabaster box.
So for my part, John Hagee Ministries is plus 1 for Father. And what's so cool, like this is one of my favorite preachers. And remember, I love visual things. And so I want to pull up the logo of John Hagee Ministries logo, and it'll blow your mind how Father is on top. Okay? I love this man, and I love his ministry. I love it. All the gospel to all the world and to all generations. He loves using the word all because all is plus 1 for Father. Man. Even the initials, JHM, is plus 1 for Father. So I guess this is what it looks like. John Hagee Ministries. This guy is so awesome. JHM is plus 1 for Father. In 3 letters, 9 strokes, just like Father. This is mind-blowing because Father is actually 6 letters, 18 strokes. Like JHM is exactly half the letters and strokes of Father and plus 1 offset, and it's ordained by heaven. John Hagee Ministries, but Father was at the dead center of John Hagee. Ordained by heaven, folks. Ordained by heaven. Amazing. So that's why I'm treating myself to listen to this fine man. Ordained by heaven, created by God, given the voice that he has, that sounds very appropriate to listen to. Now, he's not perfect, of course. No one is perfect. He's not perfect in all of his teaching, but he certainly has a gift.
Over the head and body of Christ that anointed him for his burial and resurrection. Without a broken and a contrite spirit, God cannot and will not use you. That's the message. The second principle of the blessed life, blessed are those who mourn. The brokenhearted will be comforted.
He has the perfect voice for a big preacher. It's just so resonating. I love it. So that's cool. So little John Hagee there. Okay, and we are uploading videos of our own. Every bus stop solved for the Father. It's epic. My goodness. Makes you want to solve like some more famous vehicles like limousine. You just love solving. I like solving things. There's the up and outs. That I'm gonna assume that that's how it's spelled, and I'm just I knew there was a gorgeous plus 1 offset in the center. The whole thing divides by 3, but excuse me. Yeah, limousines, plural, is going to be quite riveting. If that's in fact how it's, yeah. So, there's limousines, just like taxis, just like cabs, because the plus 1 for Father in these words here. And sometimes people call it limo. Okay. I'm just poking around, just thinking of anything else that we might solve. Cool. All right. Very, very fun stuff today. It was very fun. Everything has a name, and we're just solving a whole lot. Oh, it's fun. Cars, solving a bunch of car stuff. Just out of curiosity. It's just a point of curiosity. I don't really... I don't think you really need... I don't think it's not worth it having the fastest car. It's like, what has helped the most families? Oh! How about the best-selling minivan? Let's sell the best-selling minivan of all time. Best-selling minivans. Best-selling minivan of all time. Like the family van. I want to know... and then the best-selling van, because a van is a real family vehicle. And I'm big on promoting family. There we go. Yeah, we solved those. Okay, this will be fun. This will be fun. So, van is +1 for father, and then minivan maintains that +1 offset. In fact, minivan now becomes father plus 24. And you can pop off that 24 by going, popping off these last letters here. Minivan. The minivan. The van. And then look at the obvious in the van. Like, allow me to preach the full glory of Father for van. Van is a classic family vehicle. And you say, oh, all right, kids, get into the van. Okay, well, watch how Father owns this one really well. It's pretty glaring. There's the word the. There's the vowel A. And this is so embarrassing now because a V plus an N is a multiple of 6, no less it's 36. And then an F is a 6 and an R is a triple 6, adding to 24. So it's pretty obvious. So, of course, the van equals Father plus 12. And that 12 came directly from this VN being 12 points higher than the FR24, both dividing by 12, no less. So, very obvious. And then when you inject the word mini, you just add more 3s, okay? So, the minivan now is just going to be Father plus, okay, you get the idea. Okay. But if you're a father of a big family, you're going to have a big van. And then the word big divides by 3, so you get into the big van. And that's letters and strokes divided by 3 in the big van. That's actually screamingly good. And then again, in this situation, the number of +2s exceeds +1s by 2 exactly, just like in Father. The big van or the van works just as well. So, I need a big van. Yeah, it's van time. The family is here. So I'm proud to solve vans because that means you got a big family. Give me a list. I expect like I would like a lifelong best-selling bands of all time. Is this a legitimate list or is this hokey? Let's go to number 1 and see what we see. The Volkswagen Transporter? It is the best selling van in history. And longer in production than any other van. Swag. It's Holy Ghost. Transporters +2. Now I'm going to take a peek at the end. 61. Well, that is not exactly the +1 I hoped for. But if you search around, you'll see more. Ford Transit. How about a classic? Like, these are not really family vans. Like, these are business, commercial vans. I like a family van. These are still looking like business vehicles. That's still a business vehicle. These are all business vans. How about a family van? The Dodge Ram van. That is a huge beast. How about a family? Where are the family vans? That was kind of disappointing. Well, maybe I've... The minivans. Okay. Ford Supervan? That is funny. Oh yeah, the Caravan. Oh boy, this is just getting silly at this point, but... Okay, I'm gonna have to take a break, I think. Toyota fan. Oh man. Oh boy. Alright, I think I've probably done this enough for now. Okay. Okay, I think that's probably as much as I can handle right now. Okay, I think it might be time to switch gears. Oh boy. Okay. We solved some of the best devices in history. That was really fun. It was fun solving motorbikes and stuff like that. Okay. Are we just about there? Some other famous preachers maybe, I don't know. I wonder what T.D. Jakes is at. I'm on the hunt for +1s. Ah, Spurgeon is a +1. So is Dwight L. Moody. So is Joyce Mayer. Yeah, and then Franklin Graham's son. Oral Roberts. MC Hammer. What's funny about MC Hammer, what's awesome is that Hammer equals father. I would get his name again. And a lot of Williams that William and Harry. What's T.D. Jake's first name? What's his true name? Thomas. Oh yeah, he's got a +1. And then his middle name equals the same thing, Dexter. Wow, see, he is a father figure. He is born to be a leader. There's a classic example of a name that's very obvious. Thomas +1, Dexter +1, Jakes +1, and gorgeous offsets from father. Okay, and on the lips of men, people say T.D. Jakes, which is +12 from father. Okay, and he does have a large group of people that he is being a mentor to. Charles Spurgeon. Wow. Franklin Graham, of course. MC Hammer. What was his original name? Stanley Kirk Burrell. Yeah. A lot of +1s there. No. MC and Hammer equals father. Or simply Hammer. They would just call him Hammer. Because Hammer equals father. Please, Hammer, don't hurt him. Now, he wasn't perfect, of course. But he certainly had a gift. And where's he at now? It's true, he was considered the first mainstream rapper. Hammer. Hammer, hammer, hammer. Equals father. And I remember listening to this guy. Stop. Hammer time. So the word stop parallels father, hammer equals father, and so hammer time equals father time. Stop. Hammer time. Hammer equals father. I'm curious about that set of letters. Yeah, okay. In Finland. It's true. He was like the original successful rap artist. He was the one that blazed the trail for rap artists, really. There you go. Hammer. There's a lot on Hammer. Hammer. That's a fun one. All right. Oh my, and then William Franklin Graham. Yeah, glory. Again. Wow, he's really traveling. Cool. Dwight. See, this is what I want to preach on. He's known as D.L. Moody, which is flawless for father in the history books. And you pop off 30. So cool. All right. All right, I think I've done. What's he doing today? Attaboy. Well, pretty awesome. All of God's children. Oh yeah, Max Lucado, his pen name. What the? Father plus 36. Alrighty then. And Father practically at dead center of Max Lucado. There you go. So these are just natural leaders, folks. John Piper. I'll just quickly look at John Piper for a few seconds. Just see how his name. Oh, he's got Stefan in the middle. I'm uploading video. Sweet, we got one up. Get that queue filled. John Piper. What shall we find in Mr. Piper? Well, Piper is +1, and John, of course, parallels Christ, so that's a Father-Christ combo. And then his middle name divides by 3. So yeah, altogether it's a 3 fest. But Father gets the last word in this case. Piper is the +1. John Piper. Alrighty. I'm just curious about John MacArthur. How his name, and Charles Stanley was always a, but curious as to his full name. Yeah, his last name is +1, just like Piper, MacArthur. In fact, his name is identical in design to John Piper's name, where the last name provides the +1 offset, and they both divide by 3. And people just refer to him as MacArthur or Piper, and that's the famous +1 offset there. MacArthur and Piper, they even appear on the same program. So, there you go. I wonder who else they would refer to in C also. Charles Stanley. Alright, well that's very well good and fun. Cool. Anything else that comes to mind? I think I've just about had enough. It's kind of fun to finish with some all-encompassing words like all knowledge. And encyclopedia. I always like checking in the center. I wonder how you can. I use Wikipedia the most, and I would just be curious to see how Father gets a piece of that. It equals truth, but I notice that the bookends equal the same bookends as Father, and then the inset letters make a multiple of 6, just like in Father. It's obviously pure 3s. Wiki. Ah, right. Wiki. Or wiki is +1 for Father. Wikipedia. Cool. Encyclopedia. And we saw a dictionary the other day. I would just like to poke around. Father's at the center of dictionary. I just like to poke around a little bit more with encyclopedia, which equals encyclopedia is just so cool. Encyclopedia equals 112 equals love Father, the greatest commandment. And it's accomplished in 12 letters and 27 strokes, both divide by 3, just like Father. Father is 6 letters and 18 strokes. So I just like to poke around, kind of finish this off with a grandoise word encyclopedia. Just see where we. What do we see in encyclopedia? How many letters we got? 12. So the halfway mark is right there. Half a love in the center. Another 12 would bump it up to Father exactly. Yeah, you can do that easily. Anything obvious at the front, or let's see if anything really sticks out of me. You gotta find that love, and then the rest will equal Father. What if you were to take the half love at the center? And then you need another 27. Well, there's a couple things you can do. Yeah, you can easily find another 27. It's easy, but it would be nice to, like, what if I was to try putting Father directly on top and point out the bookends, make 6s, and then cluster these together. Aha! I'm hot on the trail now. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, okay, it's falling into my lap now. Look at that. So you get 30 points in gold. Yeah, just like this, the bookends of Father equals 30. So the bookends of encyclopedia, wow, this is just coming to us now. So if you waited this long, you got some really good gemage here. The bookends of encyclopedia, and precisely, because if you put Father dead on top, you've got 4 letters in the center, just like I said, make a multiple of 6, just like in Father. And then, what does this equal in the center? Yeah, 46, the same offset as the center of Father. But I like this extra detail here. And then, yeah, the P must parallel those two. So you can go like this, and go like that, and then this can be an additional extra color in the center. And there's a beautiful symmetrical painting of Father over encyclopedia in perfect parallels of 3s for that Trinity. Um, and it's easy to find love. I mean, there's the LO in the center, then you can add this plus this E to make love, and the rest equals Father. I like symmetry though. I mean, if you wanted to make another painting, there was very simple, like of 3 colors, just same top and bottom. You could go there. You can go there, and then you can go there. You could also do this like this. What's interesting to me is that, yeah, 28 plus 1. Interesting. Yeah, that's another embarrassingly awesome painting, just like that. Cool. Alrighty, well, that's fun. I think we just might wrap it up pretty soon. How about the internet? The internet. And you find Father, and then just to give a little kudos to some of the companies we use here, and Google I've done before, but I'm curious about finding Father. Microsoft equals Holy Father, and Micro equals Father, so it's pretty obvious how that one works. But I also like checking the center. Yeah, again, there's like a +1 at the center. Oh man, look at Microsoft for Father. And Microsoft really was like a real pioneer. Look at the obvious. Bookends make a multiple of 3. Inset letters make a multiple of 3. You can even add an additional team there. And then this is your +1 in the center. Just like in Father. Okay. That's perfect, just like we did with Encyclopedia. Father, Microsoft. And then can you find, I'm curious if you can find Father in the internet. Well, I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't think so. Well, technically, if you do say the internet, you can get it that way. Alright. Or you can do a TTR. Alright, I think I'm good for now.